Bro, can you shut the up?
This was the moment a local content creator infiltrated a classroom and caused a disturbance. This was a plan that was premeditated during a live stream in the restroom right across the hall.
I saw him hunched over like the counter, and he looked like he was looking at something. It seemed like he was talking to someone. I was like, that's a bit odd. And when I looked over, I could tell that he was recording.
This was where the streamer was seated when he caused the initial disruption in the classroom. He then continued the altercation out into the hallway.
Students in the classroom were all coming out to the hall to see this guy, but he was talking to one individual, come out, I'll do you this, I'll do you that. And when he said, I'll shoot you, I was like, oh, that's not good.
This particular student confronted the trespasser, resulting to his retreat.
You a bitch. You a so bitch. I'm gonna shoot your.
Those threats right there caused Dr. Paul to come out in the hall and say, Willie, go get the police.
We're in a building literally right across from the police station. It's very strange to me that some just random person off the street or whatever just kind of waltzed right into here.
This incident poses the question, what was the streamer's motive?
He came in here, he knew what he was going to do, he caused some kind of incident. This is definitely one of the, some people think bad press is good press.
It just shows the direction and the link that people would take to get views on social media.
Taylor Justice, LUTV News, Lamar University. Recently, the Lamar University campus has been shaken by a rash of crime.
LUTV News anchor Akira Milton has an update on the story. Akira?
On Tuesday, March 5th, Trayvonte Dion Conrad infiltrated the Department of Communication and Media building. He live-streamed himself disrupting a class and allegedly made terroristic threats toward a student. The streamer recently took to X, formerly Twitter, to ask for financial help in regards to his case.
Just when I thought I put shit behind me, it ended up coming right back to bite me in my. Now I gotta go lay down and do some time. I got a $250,000 bond on my head, and I don't know how I'm gonna pay it. You hear me? The DA didn't pick up the case. Now I gotta go lay down and do the time. For real, bro. Like this, like earlier, like last time when I came, said I had to go lay down and do the time. I really didn't, cause like I went to the courthouse and they ain't pick up the case, and now they picked up the case. Police showed up to my house this morning. I gotta go turn myself in today. I only got like $3,000 to pay off the bond, but I gotta pay 10%, which is $25K, and I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get that. You hear me? Real. So if could help me out and give me bond out of man, I promise you, bro, that mean a lot to a real like me.
He is an 18-year-old male who does not attend Lamar University. He is currently in custody for a felony terrorist threat. There is another update on a crime report that happened while most students were away from campus. On Sunday, March 10th at 5:40 p.m., a campus announcement was issued that an altercation took place at Gentry Hall during spring break. There were 4 persons of interest involved, and one of them was allegedly armed. Recently, on April 1st, J. Elijah Knox, who is known to be involved in the assault, is now in police custody. The suspect is known to be a student at Lamar University. The arrest was made by Lamar University Police Department. Knox is being charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in connection with the assault of a student. Knox is currently in Jefferson County Jail. The other parties involved were last seen March 10th in a silver Dodge before leaving the premises. A campus announcement was sent, followed by a shelter in place. The shelter was lifted after 2 hours. I am Akira Mouton. Now back to the desk.
Earlier this week on Monday, March 25th, a crime announcement was sent out that an accident happened near the Student Health Center. LUTV News anchor Akira Mouton will have more on the story. Akira?
At approximately 4:49 p.m. on Monday, a crime announcement was sent out due to an incident that occurred near the 5000 block of Cochrane by 2 unidentified Black individuals. LUPD officers were dispatched to the Student Health Center and informed by a victim that a robbery took place 1 hour prior. The victim was struck in the abdomen and no weapons were observed. One of the unidentified males was described as heavy-set with short curled hair, wearing a red shirt, and the other unidentified male was wearing a black tee. Beaumont Police Department will handle the investigation and LUPD will assist. LUPD is heavily patrolling the area. If you see any individuals matching the description of the unidentified males, call LUPD immediately. Do not approach these individuals if seen on campus. Call LUPD if you feel you need a safety escort. Travel in large groups at night. Do not travel alone. Contact LUPD at 409-880-7777 if you have further information about this incident or observe individuals matching this description on Lamar University property. Lamar University is an open campus, which allows anyone to come as they please with a purpose. LUTV News multimedia journalist Willie Carrier sat down with Sergeant Byron Papillon to discuss security measured in place for safety.
So what do you think about student comfort, security, and safety? Has that been in jeopardy, or is that still where it needs to be?
That's definitely going to be at the forefront of our minds. You know, it's something we have to reassess. And I understand with the recent events, so obviously it's going to be something that we need to reassess and see are there things that we can do differently. You know, we're definitely not going to say that everything is 100%, but we're always going to try to reassess what's happening. So, you know, so some things that you may notice, like immediately, you know, so there's going to be a little more visibility of officers rolling around. There's going to be, you may see a little more visibility of officers actually walking through buildings. We also have our campus safety officers that you see walking around. So that's another level of kind of our eyes and ears while we're on campus. There's 450 cameras, a little over 450 cameras actually, and they're adding more cameras to be monitored throughout campus. So when we aren't in those areas, we can at least run the cameras back and see what happened. There's also the emergency blue phones that are out there. So if you're in a situation where you don't have a phone, if there's an emergency blue phone, you can press that button and it'll direct you directly to our dispatch to have an officer dispatched to your locations.
Call LUPD if you feel you need a safety escort. Travel in large groups at night. Do not travel alone. Contact LUPD at 409-880-7777 if you have further information about this incident or observe individuals matching this description on Lamar University property.
So what do you think is causing the recent epidemic, I'm gonna just call it an epidemic, in crime around campus lately?
Well, speaking to one incident that happened recently where a person came on campus and he was live streaming. I guess you're just seeing social media. It looks like he was trying to get likes and comments just to do something for social media. That's an isolated incident. We don't normally have incidents of those matters where we have somebody to walk into a classroom and disrupt it like that. But I can tell the students, faculty, and staff, we did investigate that. We were able to identify that particular subject. There is a warrant out for his arrest currently, and we are actively working to bring him to arrest that particular individual.
Moving forward, how would you improve campus safety at Lamar?
One of the couple of things we're working on, and I think we have an outstanding police presence. Chief Flores has done a great job in educating individuals, educating his staff, and helping to work with students. One of the things we'll continue to do is just try to make sure everybody on campus understands safety and the things we do. And there's actually different aspects to that. And we do a lot of tabletop exercises. Okay, if this were to happen, what would we do? And we actually go through that process, and then we reassess ourselves. Did we handle that properly? And so it's basically vigilance, just continuing to stay vigilant and making sure that we're prepared if anything were to happen.